Hello, welcome back everyone. Thank you for joining me for NeoCab once again. So, we are rejoining Lina as she moves to a new city to live with her one-time former roommate, once friend, once again friend, and now we have just finished our ride and are going to pick up our roommate, Savi, or Savvy. I think it's Savi. Again, I don't know. But I am back once again, ready to play another episode of this game, and I've come prepared with an energy drink. I cannot tell you which one because hashtag not sponsored. However, if they decide that they want to sponsor me, I will tell you all to the moon how great of a drink it is. But you'll just have to know that I have one. Anyways, let's continue, shall we? Night 1, Outer Lands District, Los Ojos, California. Alright, new message from Savi. Alright, so we went through this part already, and so I'm just going to go through the same answers that I had the last episode. Yep. So we were telling her that we're in Los Ojos, and they send pictures to to each other. Meet you at your place, and she goes, "You mean our place?" They had a disagreement in the past, and they've kind of like gotten back together, rekindled their friendship, and it kind of looks like that things are like good between them. I don't know what happened before, but yeah, we're gonna be good roommates, good friends, and pick her up. Not gonna charge her, I don't think. I don't know what the game has entailed, but I don't anticipate charging her. All right, and I had no idea what this means. OMFG HJIH. I don't know, but I believe we did the 3 faces for the emojis. And then we were off to go and pick her up. How long had it been since I'd seen Savi? 6 months? No. A year? It didn't seem possible. Some days it was easy to feel like she was still around because everywhere I went in Cactus Flats was soaked through with memories. Most days, that just made me miss her even more. Nobody gets me like she does. Like, really gets me. Being around her made me feel more like myself. It almost seems like they were more than friends, perhaps? I mean, they were roommates, yeah, sure, and friends, but like, I don't know, it feels like they're more than just, that, if you catch my meaning. But not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just like, they didn't say anything about them having had that kind of relationship. They just said that they were friends and they were roommates, nothing about actually being lovers or anything. But maybe that's just, maybe it is totally platonic, but I'm getting vibes that's more than just that. Or maybe just made me like it more. I saw her up ahead and my stomach flipped. Why'd you get in the back? L Bunny! Yo. Savviest. So maybe it is Savvy, because like her nickname is Savviest. So maybe her name is Savvy and not Savi. Huh. I don't even know where to start. You sure you want... This was my first reaction. You sure you want to sit way back there? Like, kind of like inviting. Like, you look amazing is like very like friendly, but like, come on, like invite, come sit with next to me. You sure you want to sit way back there? Yep, I'm trying to get that authentic private driver experience, Honestly, I just feel safer back here. You're the only reason I would get into one of these things. Oh my god, did you actually get prettier somehow? Damn, girl! Come on. Whatever you've been up to is working. God, seeing you again like this? It's like home, Me too. Sorry, let's talk more room? Being this close to Capra HQ creeps me out. So Capra HQ, Capra is like the big giant conglomerate that has all the AI. I guess currently today maybe it would be akin to the Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft type of thing if they did AI and had taken over everything. Probably the closest one would be Amazon, since they have their hands in everything, seriously everything. And that maybe they'd be closest to Capra if they had AI and all this machine learning that actually did something really cool and did, and also Amazon doesn't have the best reputation with their employees. So, I mean, it feels like it's close to that. So maybe that's where it is. Yeah, I thought it was weird you wanted to meet here. Oh, I was downtown and this giant eyesore, Seemed easy for you to find. Well, now I know where to avoid, and gee, thanks, Capra. Huh. Let's be playful. Gee, thanks, Capra. Exactly. So she isn't into ride shares, because she said Lina's the only reason she would be even in one of these things. So... don't have lights like this back in the flats, right? The way we'd left things echoed in my head. Heat rushed into my cheeks. Was I turning red? My chest tightened and fluttered like I couldn't get enough air. Yeah, it really seems like they were more than just friends. It seems like they were lovers, and something happened and they kind of fell out, And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting with this. I've called her selfish and cried until I couldn't breathe. Right before I begged her not to leave. Was that what she was thinking about too? I'm sorry about how we left things. I just wanted to say, ancient history. Whatever, I'm totally over it. Huh. Well, what have you been up to? Tell me everything. So did you ever get any more gigs with your band? I don't know. The second option seems very innocuous, kind of just kind of hey, I'm just curious. But it also seems, I don't know, almost accusatory. So I'm gonna go with, what have you been up to? Tell me everything. Well, I kind of bounced around for a while. Remember that guy who said I could crash with him and his roommates? You bet that totally fell through, didn't it? Definitely remember how he always called me Lisa. Turned out his roommates were more like his parents. Oh man, what a loser. He called his parents roommates? Dude, you're living with your parents at that point. They're not roommates, they're your caretakers. They were super sweet and their place was nice as frick, but oh my god, so clean. But then his mom gave us matching sweaters for Christmas. I swear I felt myself shrivel into a little ghost right then and there over the eggnog. Yikes. Very. Compared to perfect family time, social activism is way more chill. Oh, so okay, she's a social activist. She kind of seems like it. Got that wild, free-spirited kind of vibe going on with her hairdo. I don't know if her wardrobe with the colored lights. It looks like RGB. And I don't know if that's normal in this game at this time and during this era or whatever. But she kind of throws that kind of vibe at me. Just some fogies too afraid of their own shadows to really affect change, but I can work with that. Speaking of, I can't believe we're back in your old steery. This thing knows all my secrets. Oh, a steery because she's actually steering it because it's not an automated car. What does she mean all her secrets? Did they do things in the car? And I love retro as much as the next girl, but Would you mind parking it a little down the street from my place? Wait, I thought you said it was our place. People would get really weird if they thought I was pro-car. Is it because of, like, social and climate? Oh, because she's an activist? Maybe they don't like cars. Even if it is electric, maybe? Maybe everyone's like, oh, you gotta use a bicycle or use public transport or something like that. Maybe that's what the case is. It's just a big issue in my work right now, you know? I don't. I mean, we could leave it at that, but I'm really curious. I'm gonna ask, are you anti-car? I mean, kinda. Nothing personal, but that's like shop talk for me. We don't have to get into it, right? Not getting into a fight right away sounded good to me. Sure. But wait, where are we going? What's your address? Oh yeah, pull over. You live here? No, I just remembered. I got you a present. Oh, I mean, we could be all excited. Yep, I'll pull over. Or like, oh no, I didn't get you anything. I think maybe that's the way we go. This would be my reaction. Oh no, I didn't get you anything, because it's like, I didn't anticipate that. I mean, we're gonna be living together, right? So I guess welcoming housewarming. I mean, housewarming usually is for people who are moving in. So, and that would be Lina. I don't know that she would have felt obligated to get Savvy anything. Oh no! She had a surprised, shocked face on her for a second there. Oh no, I didn't get you anything. You're here, like, for good. That's good enough for me, Elle Bunny. Okay, I'll pull over. Close your eyes and hold out your right hand. Are you gonna... No! Unlike you, psychopath, I will not put a bug in it. It wasn't a bug, it was a caterpillar. Well, caterpillars are bugs, right? I think they are. I mean, they're crawly creatures. Isn't that a bug? I'm gonna say, like, that was like 3 years ago, and yet it haunts my dreams. Rest in peace, little caterpillar. Oh, she squashed it. Come on, give me your hand. I forgot how tiny her hands were, and how they were always so cold. Oh, you know what they say? Well, actually, I don't know how many of you know, but there is a saying in the medical field. My wife told me that they say, cold hands, warm heart, because you know how many caregivers, especially like in doctors' offices and stuff, they always have cold hands when they touch you. It's like woo, but they're kind and caring, so it's like cold hands, warm heart. I should have brought you some gloves, but you didn't know that she was going to touch you. I mean, unless you did know. Are they rekindling a love affair? I don't know. But this I think would have gone like, how are your fingers freezing in the middle of the desert? Must be the ice that runs through my veins. Oh, Savvy, I think you and I could be friends. Jace is always whining about it. Okay, who's Jace? Oh, me and Lina. Who's Jace? She slipped something metallic into my arm. If you're not going to shut your eyes, then at least stop fidgeting. It tightened to a snug fit around my wrist. Oh, is it a watch? What is this? Oh, whoa. Oh, and this... Is it like a mood ring kind of thing? Whoa. Yeah, what is it? It's a feel grid. It's a sixth gen biofeedback device for your feels. The color and intensity show your mood, basically the way you feel in your body at that exact moment. Huh. So that must be the thing that she's wearing too. She's feeling really good, whereas Lena's kind of feeling like okay-ish. You're yellow, which means you're feeling positive. Probably because of my awesome gift. I've got the necklace edition. See? Feel good green. Now we can both have like total awareness of our emotional well-being. Ooh, I don't know how I like that. Cause you know, it's good to be aware yourself of how your emotional well-being is and how you're feeling and what you're feeling at the moment. There are a lot of people who either don't take enough time to look inwardly to find out how they feel or why they're feeling what they're feeling. And then there are times where it's like tempers, or not tempers, but like emotions flare and we forget ourselves. And it's like nice to be reminded, oh shoot, you know, maybe I shouldn't be as like uppity as I am feeling right now. Maybe I should like take it back a notch. But for other people to be aware of it, I don't know how I feel about that. Like maybe like, oh, if you're red, people can be like, oh, I should stay clear of Dan. He's in one of his moods. But sometimes it's good and it's necessary to kind of hide how we feel, you know? Imagine, right? You go into the store and your cashier, assuming that you go to a store with a cashier in this world, and you see that they're red, but they're the only cashier, and it's like, I don't want to talk to this person because they could like be on their mental break, and like I could be the straw that breaks the camel's back, and they'll yell at me. You know what? I'm just gonna drop all of my items and I'm just gonna leave. And it's like, you know. And then what if there's like one cashier that's all green, and like everybody goes there, and then slowly it goes from green to yellow to like red, and it's like now you've just ruined that person's day. I don't know. Like, informing other people of your emotions seems like it could be a possible slippery slope. You know, to take care of each other and all that junk. Savviest. It's like the best friendship bracelet necklace ever. Exactly. So, it's reading my brainwaves? Nah, it reads your blood. Did it have to be blood? That is dope. Yeah, it sounds like a mood ring. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It sounds like a mood ring. It totally is, except it actually works. I don't know how mood rings, or what the concept or idea... actually, not the idea. I understand the idea behind a mood ring. I don't understand the mechanism from which the mood rings work. Is that based off of your body temperature versus this measures your blood? Everything we feel is because our brain has triggered some chemical to flood our system, right? So this has a little sensor that reads all the molecules as they go surfing around your tubes. That's an interesting concept, but to do so without actually penetrating through your skin is kind of like really cool technology if it were to have existed. And imagine all the other like blood disorders and stuff that you could catch by having something like this, or even if like you were diabetic, you could catch how much sugar was in your blood and stuff like that. Or you had anemia, how you could catch how much iron was in your blood and all that stuff. That would be cool. Like oh my god, I love it. So cool. Just what I need. More time. I think that is pretty cool. I would say so. So cool. See? It just moved toward green, which means you just got a little chilled out. Oh. Interesting. There are 4 basic colors. Yellow is like feel-good green, but higher intensity. Happy, sunny, excited. Red is the angry, anxious, agitated. And blue is, well, blue. I don't know. I thought it'd be really cool for you to see your colors. People can be so fake, you know. Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. But sometimes it's like necessary to be able to function in society, to not, you know, advertise how we're feeling. Again, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like, that'd be crazy. I don't like it. But everyone I know with a feel grid, it's like an emotional superpower. Keeping it real is like second nature now. Only if you're okay with that. There are times where you just feel like you got to keep your emotions to yourself. Like imagine, like you need to vent to somebody, and you're having a terrible time. You're red, or you're not feeling the greatest, and then you go to somebody else and you're trying to vent, and they're also red, but they love you and they want to be able to help you, and so that they can't pretend that they're okay and let you like unload, because people vent to each other, but the person you vent to doesn't always vent to you. Maybe they have somebody else that they vent to, and it's just, I don't know, there's just a lot of implications, in my opinion, for advertising your feelings. Even without talking for months, she still knew me so well. She didn't even see how I'd gone off on Liam just now. Oh yeah, the previous passenger. I've been a little all over the place, honestly. I'm trying to work on my emotional superpowers, just so you know. I think that's the case. She seemed like she had they may have had a disagreement because she had issues, or maybe not issues, but she had some trouble getting her emotions or having control over her emotions. So maybe that's something that we should just let her know. I'm trying to work on my emotional superpowers, just so you know. I get it. This just lets you know that what you're feeling is real, but that it's temporary. Plus, when your packs are giving you too much shite. Too blue and you probably need to take a break. Too red, then you gotta stand up for yourself, okay? Yeah, too red and then you'll explode. Tell that to my star rating. That's true. You gotta, like I said, sometimes you just gotta hide your emotions. Oh, what if we get a passenger that really, really irks us and grinds our gears, and they can see that we're like turning red? Like, what's that gonna do to our star rating? I mean, are they gonna rate us based upon how we feel? Or are they gonna rate us based upon how we're able to control how we feel and make them feel comfortable, even though they can see at a glance how you feel about them? That is a concern. Tell that to my star rating. That's exactly it. This thing tells people they're peeving you off so you don't have to. I know confrontation is more my thing. But as you can see, I'm surfing a chill green wave at the moment. Chill as a cucumber. Lina, you're still saying it wrong. What? What's it supposed to be? Cool. Cool as a cucumber. Oh my god, I missed you. Damn. I even tried to remember it, like cucumbers are served chilled. Well, I missed you too, lady. See, now I know that made you happy and not like peeved at me. do we play around? I think we play around. It's broken. I'm totally peeved. Okay, but I'm being serious. It's not a big deal, but the way we fought when I left... At red. Ooh. I wasn't trying to hurt you. I know. Oh, yeah. I really don't want my feelings to upset anyone. But you do feel things. A lot, actually. Which is something I really love about you. Your heart is so amazing, and the way you feel things. It's kind of beautiful. But bottling all that up doesn't make it go away. I totally agree with you. And when it all comes out, it's kind of intense. Like that night. That's what I was saying! That's what I was saying! Alright. She's right. I even said as much prior. You're not the easiest person to agree with sometimes. Well, she's right. I'm gonna just go with that. She's right. You're right. I'm sorry. But I'm here, and you're here, and we're starting over. And we're good, right? And we're both gonna be better about saying how we feel. Well, Savvy has been good, I think. She said she's not afraid of confrontation, so let's not lump her in. There's no need to be talking about blame and people doing each other right or wrong. It's just like, let's just go with, like, at a baseline, we're good. And we're good, right? Hell yes! I felt a weight lift off my ribcage. We were in sync again. We could always talk about serious stuff later. Savvy and I had all the time in the world now. So, how do we get to your place? I'm starving. I'm so ready to get out of this car. My pajamas are calling my name. I'm gonna go with I'm starving. We drove a long way through the desert, and then we picked up a fare. So when did she have time to eat? I'm starving. Oh shoot, I'm really sorry, but can you take me somewhere else really quick first? Sure, where are we going? Well, I need you to drop me off, actually. It's this guy, and trust me, it's kind of a huge mess. You don't want to know. Is everything okay? I kind of like to call it a night, actually. Came all this way to see you, and you want me to give you a ride? I'm gonna ask if everything's okay. They're friends, so there's some level of trust there, and, you know, if we want to be open and honest with our feelings, we should be able to tell each other what's wrong. Is everything okay? Totally. Kind of. She's blue now. I don't know, honestly. I kind of fricked up at work, and I've just got to go fix it before a chute comes down on my head. I wish we could just go straight to this awesome ramen shop you're gonna love, instead of helping my dumb butt. It's a little embarrassing. Are you okay? Yeah, it's all gonna be fine. I just gotta do this one little thing before it blows up, and then I get to keep my job, thank the gods. And we don't have to start looking for a cheaper place. Kidding! It didn't really sound like she was kidding. I'd never heard her take any job so seriously before, or even hint at money problems. Maybe we'd have more in common this time around, too. Yeah, because Lina's been having some money problems. She was just talking about how she was, like, starting in the negatives. No worries. I got you. You're the best. I mean it. Well, right back at you. He lives in this totally weird rich person dorm called Kinfolk. This place is crawling with techie scum. So, he sounds great. So what do you have to do? Well, just leave her to, like, you know, she didn't want to talk about it. He sounds great. See, you aren't missing anything. Trust me. He's been dying to get into this club, and tonight I can actually make it happen. But you should totally come meet up with me and Jace later. You could just pick up another ride, right? Who knows, maybe it'll be some cutie who wants to show you around LO. Hang on. You're going to a club right now? Seriously, who is Jace? Yeah. Like, who cares if she's going to a club? Like, this is to save her work. I mean, the obvious implication or thought is that she's letting this guy into a club as kind of like a prepayment or post-payment for a favor to help her with her job. And the most pressing thing is, seriously though, who is Jace? My guy. It's only been a minute, but we have this super intense connection. Like sunshine, butterflies, all that stuff. I bet you'll really like him. I can try and get you on the list. Let me just text Jace. I kind of just want to hang out with you. I mean, that's her dude, so maybe we'll just be like, okay, cool. So how long have you been with him? Yes! Cool, okay, he says he'll text you all the deets soon. Great, I'll just wait for the deets? I've just got to do this thing, then you should head over. So when... Oh, this is it, kinfolk. I'll text you in like an hour tops, okay? Then come meet us. Sounds good. See you soon, Rumi. Welcome to LO, and remember, pick up a cute PAX next. I watched her bounce up the illuminated steps and vanish into a soaring apartment tower, half spacecraft, half greenhouse, and covered in glowing triangles. What was this place? Capra cars buzzed around me like I was inside some kind of nest. A few of the people inside gave my car a definite look from behind their tinted windows, and they were right. So this is a very high-class area. Everybody's using like super high-end stuff, like Capra cars, those automated ones. And they look at her car and they're like, whoa, that's like super low-tech. Like, oh, you must be like poor or something. I wasn't supposed to be here. I was supposed to be with Savvy, and even for her, let's not go with misjudging the friendship. This was a little much. But it was just a detour, no big deal. I'd do one more ride to earn some coin, then we'd be back in sync. Things just had a way of being spontaneous with Savvy, and I was never as happy as I'd been when we were together. Alright, Feel Grid. Hello! How are you feeling today? Your new Feel Grid is a biofeedback device that displays your emotional state as a color: yellow, green, blue, or red. Get started. Intense. In a good way. Your Feel Grid also measures the intensity of your emotions in 3 levels: low, medium, and high. The more your Feel Grid lights up, the more intense your feelings. They're circumplex, fancy science term. This map represents the full spectrum of emotions. Yes, even the icky ones. Each segment is a unique state, so even though you may feel like a jumble of emotions, your Feel Grid will let you know which one you are actually experiencing, even if it's a little unpleasant. Feel free. Notice how you think and react when you're in each color. Notice how you think and react when you're in each color. The idea of the Feel Grid is simply to illuminate the feelings in your body so you can tune in to your emotional awareness. So, hot and cool, positive, negative. So when you're cool and negative, you're lethargic and depressed. If you're hot and negative, you're angry and anxious. If you're positive and hot, you're hyper and cheerful. If you're positive and cool, you're calm and chill. All right, I like that they put this out in this little like, I'm gonna say diagram, grid. I don't know, but they put it out. Makes it easier to understand here. Stay centered. There's no such thing as a bad emotion, really. Just remember that the dark outer edges of the map are more intense feelings, while the lighter shades in the center are more mellow. Groovy. One last thing, all emotions are valid, but the outer limits of the Feel Grid are meant to tell you something, like it's time to take a break, take a nap, or even just a moment to center. Now, take a deep breath, and good luck out there. Current status, you're in the red. You may be feeling anger, fear, or disgust. In the red, your heart rate is elevated, and you may feel symptoms of tension such as headaches, jaw clenching, or stomach pains. You're likely to have difficulty focusing and experiencing forgetfulness and poor judgment. Try to take a deep breath, slow breaths, and avoid spiraling into negative thinking. Not FDA approved. You think? Okay, so we went through this already. Alright, so that's cool. We can see how we're feeling. That's cool. Alright. And we got the cash journal. Let's see. Nothing new in the journal, it looks like. I don't know why it had a little like thing here. Oh, Jace will send you the deets. I'm thinking she doesn't like that word deets. Bend over so over it. And you're awesome, DJ. Interesting. And map pickup request. All right, guys. What I'm thinking right now is I think we're just going to leave for now. We're going to leave here. I think this is a good place to stop. Things are starting to get interesting. This feel grid idea is pretty cool. I kind of like the idea because it's like maybe it can give you insight into how, like, maybe the things that you say, maybe I'm not sure how the game is going to make it, but it seems like the game is implying that the things that you say are just things that you say, and then the feel grid could make it change how it gets interpreted by the next person. I don't know. In any case, we need to recharge, obviously, because the charge is low, so we need to charge. And then we're going to need to pick a fare, and then we're going to go and meet up with Savvy and Jace. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode. I hope that you guys will come back for the next one, and I hope to see you there. Until then, everyone, bye.